She wanted to destroy the life of her adopted daughter, so she arranged for her to marry a beggar from the streets. But what she never expected was that the man in torn, dirty clothes was actually the rightful heir to the most powerful family in that region. This story unfolds in a quiet, remote town in Georgia, USA. Michael and his wife Linda were once a couple everyone admired. Michael was a respected businessman, and from the outside their marriage looked flawless. But there was one painful void. They couldn't have children. Eventually they adopted an orphan girl and named her Emma. From the moment Emma stepped into their home, it finally started to feel complete, like a real family. But no one saw what was coming. Just 1 year later, Linda became pregnant and gave birth to twin daughters, Sophie and Chloe. And from that moment, everything shifted. Linda began showing clear favoritism toward her biological daughters. Slowly, Emma's role in the house changed. She was no longer treated like a daughter, but like a servant. She wasn't allowed to sit at the table. She only served food, cleaned endlessly, and handled the hardest, dirtiest chores in the house. Meanwhile, the twins grew up obsessed with their looks, constantly dressing up, admiring themselves, and treating Emma like she didn't belong. The only person who ever stood up for Emma was Michael. He always believed Emma brought blessings into their lives, but fate didn't allow that protection to last. When Emma turned 16, Michael suddenly passed away from illness, and just like that, she lost the only person who truly cared for her. From that day forward, Linda stopped pretending. She repeatedly told her daughters, "Emma is not your family. She was just picked up and brought here." Little by little, Sophie and Chloe began to bully Emma together. But Emma never fought back, because deep inside, this was still the only home she had. Years passed. Emma turned 20, but her situation never changed. She was always the first to wake up and the last to go to sleep. She worked in silence, never complained, and kept telling herself that maybe one day, if she gave everything, she would finally be accepted. But she was wrong. Linda's hatred only grew stronger, especially when men began showing interest in Emma. Every time someone came to ask for her hand, Linda found a way to chase them away, because she could never allow Emma to live a better life than her own daughters. Then one day, everything took a turn. Emma went to the market, where a wealthy young man from New York noticed her. From the very first glance, he was drawn to her. He even followed her all the way back home. Emma, feeling uneasy, stopped and asked, "Why are you following me?" The man looked at her seriously and said, "Because you're different. Your life is clearly difficult, but your eyes are still pure. I want to marry you." Hearing voices outside, Linda rushed out. The moment she saw how refined and well-dressed the man was, her entire attitude changed. She instantly became warm and welcoming, pushing her two daughters forward. But the man spoke clearly. "The one I want to marry is Emma." Those words cut through Linda like a blade. Without hesitation, she lied. "Emma is already engaged. She's getting married next week." She would rather ruin Emma's future than see her marry into wealth. The man paused for a moment, then replied, "If she's getting married next week, then I'll marry one of your other daughters." Linda agreed immediately. But once the excitement faded, panic set in. If Emma didn't get married the following week, her lie would be exposed, so she made a decision. No matter what, Emma had to be married off immediately. Then Chloe remembered something. A few days earlier, she had seen a filthy, poor man wandering the streets, a man who looked like a beggar. "Someone like that," she said, "would never refuse if we offered him a wife." The moment Linda heard this, she told her to bring him. Not long after, Chloe returned with the man. His clothes were torn, his body covered in dirt, and he stood at the doorway looking completely broken. Linda felt nothing but disgust, but she didn't care anymore. She just wanted Emma gone. The man calmly introduced himself. His name was Noah. Linda didn't waste time. "Are you willing to marry Emma?" she asked coldly. Then she called Emma out. The moment Noah lifted his head and saw her, he froze. Emma, unable to go against the family's decision, lowered her head and quietly agreed. 1 week later, 2 weddings took place at the same time. Chloe married the rich man, and Emma married the beggar, Noah. After the ceremony, Emma followed Noah to his home. But calling it a home would be generous. It was old, cramped, nearly empty, barely livable. Still, Emma didn't complain. She rolled up her sleeves and began cleaning, fixing, and organizing everything with her own hands. Step by step, she turned that broken space into a real home. Noah watched her quietly, and with each passing day, his feelings for her grew deeper. Emma, in return, noticed something different about him. Even though he was poor, he treated her with a level of respect she had never experienced before, so she did her best to make him smile. 3 months later, one evening, Noah spoke in a low voice. "Emma, sit down. There's something I can't hide from you any longer. If you want part 2, comment part 2. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to The Story Seeker for more powerful stories like this."